All right, again, we're going to go ahead and get this call started here. What we typically do here with the Live at 5 is we are recording it via our Google Hangout. And so what I typically do is I broadcast through the Hangout. But this week I think I'm going to just go ahead and talk to you guys here directly in the live office, as I believe the Hangout will still catch what is being said here. So, again, I want to welcome all of you who are here. This is Al King, CEO and founder of TopNetworkersGroup. And I am also the Chief Educational Officer for the 1MLM system, which is a system that was created between me and another gentleman, our Chief Vision Officer, Mr. Milton Muzan Jr., a system to rule them all, a system which is absolutely designed to help you and I do what we're trying to do in the first place in network marketing, and that is create real residual income. Real residual income in this current industry, which I always tell people has changed so much in just the past 5 years, mostly due to the internet and the speed of the internet and the acceptance of network marketing as a way to generate additional income, and in some people's cases replacement income, the kind of income that can help someone walk off a job and have more time to spend with the people that they love, doing the things that they were actually born to do. See, I never believed that I was born to work a job. That never really entered into my mind. Again, I grew up playing sports, and so at some point in there, I thought maybe I would go to the NBA. I didn't grow as tall as I hoped to be, and thought, well, maybe I'll go into some music. And again, it was a lot of issues and obstacles in that area, and somehow I started thinking, I said, you know what, maybe I just need to own my own business. So that's how I got here. And I know people get here for various reasons. That's one of the things I love about the MLM industry. It brings people together from all walks of life. It's an awesome stirring pot. And yet, here's the bottom line. There are just way too many MLM companies. There are just way too many MLM companies. And so we have emerged to help bring some order to some of the chaos. We have come along in order to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a better way to make money in network marketing, and we call it Top Networkers Group. We call it the system to rule them all, the 1MLM system. Again, I want to welcome you. You are looking at our live office. This is a tool, again, that was mostly inspired by our Chief Vision Officer. He came to me one day and said, we should create an office and an online vehicle that will allow us to bring people to a place where we can meet with them and talk with them live over the computer while they look at some information, which I thought was an awesome idea. And we've sort of found a makeshift way to make that possible through the live office. And what this office does, you guys, this is a workspace. This allows members of our team to come here, to invite a guest, and that guest can now review information on the 1MLM system. After they're through looking at the information on the 1MLM system, they can chat with the person that introduced them to the 1MLM system. If that person happens to be new, they can request that one of their business partners join them in the 1MLM live office to help answer any questions that their guest may have. And this sort of gives that new person the opportunity to do what we've always done in network marketing and incorporate a senior partner to help close the deal or close the sale. I know some people don't like that word close, but it is what it is, you guys. Testing, testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. All right. So again, I had to repair the the other hangout there again. Hey, things happen, right? So again, this is our tool to help build our team during the week, and it's just one of several tools that we've created to help build a team, to help build an organization, and an organization that requires training. Training is the key to building a successful organization. If you're working with people in network marketing who don't understand the stuff I was just explaining about having a three-way sort of, speaking, because that's what I was saying right as I kicked that mic out. That this live office allows a new person to do what we've always done in network marketing, to incorporate a senior partner, someone to help close that sale. Because again, that's what we're doing. We're building a network. We're building a team, and we're looking for people who think like we think. We're looking for people who want what we want, and who realize what we realize, that there are just too many companies, that we have to be about something else. We can't be about a company. We have to be about team. We have to be about teamwork. And that's absolutely what a three-way is all about. It's about teamwork. Because let's say that you bring someone here to the live office and they're looking at information on what it is that we're doing, and they start asking you a bunch of questions, and you're a new person. And you really haven't gone through all the training videos yet. You really don't understand it yourself. Maybe you're sort of thinking like you get it, but you're really in it for the programs. And when they start asking you, well, why is this program in it, and why is this program in it, and they might start asking you questions that you're not ready to answer. They may decide not to get involved, all because they didn't get their question answered properly. And in network marketing, that's what teamwork has always been about. That's the purpose of it, so that your guests can get their questions answered properly, because questions mean I'm interested. What is this all about? Why are there these programs and that program? These are good questions, and the questions need to be answered by an expert, someone who gets it, someone who understands it. And again, if you're at that level, if you're able to answer those questions, then go for it. Otherwise, you want to use the fundamentals, the things that we want to expose people to in network marketing, which is why we created the system. The system brings several programs together, but the main thing the system does is it gives you training. It gives you the opportunity to get trained. And I say that Because just because we give you training doesn't mean you're going to use it. One of the programs in our system, as an example, Level 1 Network. It is a blogging training platform system company opportunity. It's a lot of things rolled into one. It's awesome. It teaches you SEO, search engine optimization, which for all of you who don't understand that, it simply means it teaches you how to get ranked on the first page of Google. Now, doesn't that sound like something that's pretty important and can be pretty powerful and impactful? Yeah, but here's the catch. It requires watching a lot of videos, investing time and money to learn the skill set of how it's done. And then, of course, it applies the sweat equity, putting in the actual time and the actual work to do what is required to be ranked on that first page. And so it's an awesome program. But if a person doesn't watch the training, if they don't learn the skill set, if they don't invest the time, it doesn't matter if they invest the money, right? They just have the opportunity to learn the skill set and to benefit. They have the chance, but it doesn't mean that they will just because they've signed up. And it's the same thing with the 1MLM system. You have the opportunity to get trained, to actually learn MLM, because that's all we teach. You know, I keep it no secret. I got started with a company called ACN, and I use a lot of the same training and terminology and verbiage that I learned in that company. Why? Because they're a successful company. They've created some of the most top income earners in the industry today. Some of the most successful people in the industry today came out of that company. And what they're teaching makes sense. What they've taught makes sense. And a lot of it fits directly with the 1MLM system. Here's the example in there, and then I'm going to end this call with some of the points I really wanted to hit on here today. One of the things that ACN offered back when I got started, and even still to this day, they're one of the companies that have been around now for about 20 plus years. That's a staple in the industry of network marketing, like an Amway, like an Herbalife, like an Avon, like a Mary Kay. These are staples in the industry. We always want to show respect to the pioneers and the grandfather companies and the companies that have given birth to everything else that we have now today in the industry. We always want to show that respect. But one of the things that they did and still do is they offer several products and services, which are not always available in every single state. So, for example, when I got started, we were selling long distance and also electricity and gas in certain markets. Now, I'm here in California. Our market sold it. But other markets didn't necessarily have electricity and gas. We only had long distance and or local phone service. So what we would tell people all the time is, because people would always ask, well, when are you going to have electricity and gas in my state? When can I make money with the electricity and gas here in Nevada, in Tennessee, in South Carolina? When can, I make money with that? And we tell people, we really don't know. At some day, the way deregulation works, your state's going to come online. But in the meantime, build your network. Build your distribution network. Build it on long distance and local now and in the future. When we have that service in your state, you and your network can immediately start offering it to the customers that you already acquired, to the network you've already built. That overnight you will give yourself a raise when it comes. But in the meantime, build your network. That's what we used to teach you guys. That's what they still teach to this day. We're really no different here with Top Networkers Group. Here's what we're saying, first and foremost. Either you're with us or you're not. Either you're part of Top Networkers Group or you're not. We're building our team. We're looking for leaders that want to be part of our movement. If you're part of our movement, you're using our system. You're using our system to achieve a rank on our team. You want to be a team leader. You want to be a regional director. You want to be a regional vice president from Top Networkers Group. I'm telling you guys, because what it's going to mean is you're probably going to be ranked in multiple opportunities at the same time. What we're building is an organization that will be recognized throughout the industry. And you're here right now, when we only have a few people in the room. You're here now, ahead of everybody else. I'm telling you, people tell me all the time, because I talk to people all the time, big names in the industry. I'm privileged, I'm blessed, I'm honored that they even spend a moment or two with me, because I soak it up all the time. I call it good game. You know, I'm honored and privileged that some six-figure earners speak with me. And just the other week, one of them, in fact, my mentor in the industry, he told me, he said, man, Al, more and more people are starting to see what you see. I spoke to another gentleman who I look up to, who wants me to be involved in a movement that kind of ties in with what we're already doing, and we're trying to figure out how we can mesh the two together, because that's what Top Networkers Group is about and has always been about. And side note, this is another gentleman, a mentor, who liked the idea of Top Networkers Group when I first launched it. So he's someone who's constantly sharing some good tidbits, and he said to me the same thing as well. More and more people are starting to see what you see, folks. We're here now. Those of us who are here now, who are building it now, we're about to do something extremely special. And so again, either you're part of Top Networkers Group or you're not. That being said, we understand that every networker wants to go at their own pace. So I want to talk about that for a brief minute, just a minute. Going at your own pace. That's so important that we allow members of our team to go at their own pace as well. You'll find I'm not a crack the whip type of upline, because I realize that network marketing is a volunteer industry. You're volunteering to be part of Top Networkers Group, right? Just like when you join a company, you're volunteering to be an independent business owner in that company. So again, you can always go at your own pace, and network marketers love to do it. I've been in the industry since '99. I've seen it so many times. Network marketers love to go at their own pace, but the problem is most don't understand what that means. Going at your own pace does not mean doing what you want to do. It doesn't mean picking and choosing. It doesn't mean that you're going to do this or that. That's not what going at your own pace means. Going at your own pace means that you're going to do what you've been instructed to do. Now, you can take as long as you want, but you got to do what you've been instructed to do. Now, again, this is voluntary. So you don't have to do as you're instructed to do in network marketing. You don't have to follow advice. You don't have to follow instruction. But because again, this is a volunteer. You aren't going to be fired per se. But if you're not following the instructions, then you're not going to get the results. That's the point of the instructions. You will essentially fire yourself. You will essentially create nothing. No business, no success, no results, no signups, no leads, no hope. If you don't follow the instructions, you got to do the instructions, and you can go at your own pace, right? So that's going at your own pace. But here's the other thing I want to make sure I cover: growing at your own pace. As your leader, as your upline, as the CEO, the Chief Educational Officer, it's so important that we stress to you that you got to be growing. Every day you got to be growing. You got to be adding to your arsenal. Don't be stuck. Don't say ever at any point in time, I am this and this is all I am. Grow. Add a skill. Read a book. Watch a video every day. Grow. Either you're growing or you're dying. Now, I say every day, but hey, grow at your own pace. If you watch a video every other day, hey, that's better than not doing it at all. If you watch 2 videos a day, that's awesome. Grow at your own pace. Now, of course, if you move faster, you'll get the results faster. I heard recently success loves speed. I found over the past couple of days that's absolutely true. The faster I move, the faster things come to me. I only have a few minutes left here, live at 5. Let's talk about multiple streams of income for a moment, because this is important. This topic came up, and it comes up, and it continues to come up because, again, we're mingling multiple programs into our system, and yet there's a bunch of programs out there. If you look at my personal stuff through Top Networkers Group, I'm personally involved in a lot of things that aren't in the 1MLM system. Now, real quick, if you're part of Top Networkers Group, don't join me in anything unless I personally sponsored you. We don't do that here. Okay? Do not, again, if I see it, I'm letting your sponsor know, hey, so-and-so signed up under me. Please have a talk with them about that. Okay? Follow your sponsor. Talk to your sponsor. Work with your sponsor at all times. If your sponsor is involved in some programs and companies that are not part of the 1MLM system, hey, that's awesome. Because what we're doing here is we're building our network. We're building our team. Either you're part of Top Networkers Group or you're not. If you're part of Top Networkers Group, it doesn't matter what companies or programs you're involved in, because at the end of the day, you understand what I understand, that we are all the CEOs of our own network marketing organizations. Either you have an organization or you don't. There's a lot of people in network marketing, but either you're sponsoring people and teaching them how to sponsor people and teaching their people how to sponsor people, or you're not doing that. And we want to be about that. We want to be about sponsoring people and constantly sponsoring people and teaching other people how to sponsor people. But again, everybody has to follow the instructions. We've got the training. And slowly, more and more people are coming in and starting to see it. But hey, again, as we identify the right people, things will speed up. As more and more of us do the things that are necessary to grow this organization, it'll grow. And if members of our team decide to make money and other things on the side that aren't part of the system, awesome, no problem. Because, again, if you're able to sponsor people, you're able to sponsor people. And if you can sponsor people, you don't have to sponsor people into everything that you're in. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. It's awesome that there are lots of people who join the 1MLM system. But, again, if I get involved in a program that's not in the 1MLM system, I'm not coming to everybody in Top Networkers Group who's in the 1MLM system and saying, hey, you guys, I just joined something new. You all need to follow me into this program. Because again, we want to lead by example. So everyone working with me, feel free to follow my example. Learn how to sponsor new people. If you join something new, sponsor new people. If you're in something you've been in for a while and your team is dead, go out and sponsor some new people. You have to lead by example. You have to continue to be in phase 1. Now I'm talking to my leaders. Stay in phase 1. Always sponsor people. And even if the people you sponsored aren't moving at your pace, continue to sponsor people until you find others who are moving at your pace. Here's what I'm going to say in closing. I was listening to the awesome T.D. Jakes speaking on about his upcoming book, and he was talking about stem cell research and heart blood cells. That heart blood cells beat at a certain pace, and when you're growing them, they have to match up with other cells that are beating at the same pace. And as those cells come together, that's what forms a heart that beats. And what he was pretty much saying is that in order for the heart to really work the way the heart works, it requires blood cells that are beating at the same pace. And that sometimes we just have to continue beating at our own pace until we find and attract and match up with others who are also beating at our same pace. And that together, We will then now go out and attract others who are beating at our pace. And that's what will grow the organization that we're growing. A team that's focused on the team. I want to wrap this thing up here. We got 5 minutes. And I want to talk about the future of the 1MLM system, which is continually growing. It is continually evolving. The 1MLM system itself eventually will show your rank. So some of you might actually be a team leader right now, but that programming is not showing at the time. But again, that's one of our future plans that will reflect very soon, as well as a leaderboard. So you'll be able to see who are the leading sponsors in the system. So we'll be able to now see who's really going to work, who's really putting people into the business, who needs training, right? We'll see it, right? That's part of our future plans. We've also got some future programs. Other programs will be added to the system as it grows and evolves. Sometimes programs are going to bite the dust, right? Please understand that that's why we built it. And visualize your organization. Visualize an organization of business partners who may you might be making money in several places, but you've got a foundation together. You've all got the 1MLM system and all the programs that are within this system, so that we are generating income as a unit, as a team. So now if we go off and do something on the side, that's just an extra stream of income. But let's continue to promote the system as the main thing. Let's promote the TopNetworkers Group as the team. Let's promote the training, the education, and the growth. Because as we grow, our pockets will follow. As we become better, as we add to our skill sets, we will attract other people who are now beating at our pace, who have the type of skill sets and the type of desire, the type of work ethic that we have. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in. Drop in to the training. We now have a chat box. This is a brand new edition, and I'm showing this on the Hangout. You guys who are here live probably can't see the Hangout. The Hangout will be for later on. But check in. Let us know that you dropped in to watch training. Tell us what training video you watched, so that we know. And I'm talking about the leaders, those of us who are bringing new people in. We want to know who's actually in training, right? Because what we teach about the recruiting process, it's a 4-step process, and step number 4 is training. Training is how we as leaders track our organization. That's how we know who's part of the team and who's not. Again, it's no different. You'll find that in any company. If a leader in a company is at events, they're looking to see who else is at that event. If that leader is on a conference call for that company, they're listening in to see how many of their team members are on that call. If they're doing a live hangout, they're looking to see who's showing up. If they're recording training, they're looking to see who's commenting to say, yeah, I watched it. That's who leaders look for. That's who leaders spend their time with. If you find that uplines and leaders won't talk to you, maybe it's because you're not putting in the work. All right, you guys, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Let's grow this team. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's do it together. Thank you again, you guys. Live at 5.